Okay, under Bharati Vaibhavam, today is the 14th class for us. 14th class. Last Wednesday we could not meet. So at the time, everybody was asking me to tell the story of Khandava Dahanam. Khandava Dahanam is here. Khandava Dahanam you are asking. So normally Wednesday is the story time. All other days we were talking about some issues, Vedas, Puranas, like that, Bharatiya, greatness of Bharatiyata, we were telling. Today, anyway, Wednesday class was cancelled. Today we will be discussing Khandava Dahanam. Anybody knows what is the bow of Arjuna?
Sir, Gandhivam.
Gandivam, very good. Gandivam. What is his Shankham?
Shanka, Arjuna and Shanka yadu.
Devadattam, very good, Sibiba, very good. Devadattam. Then, anyway, I am just like that, I am asking, what is the Shankham of, that is Kanch, C-O-N-C-H, Kanch of Dharmaraja? Who knows it? Dharmaraja. Hello? Sri Viva, I could not hear you.
Ananta Vijayam Raja.
Ananta Vijayam Raja. Ananta Vijayam. Ananta Vijayam is Dharmaraja's Kanch, Shankham. Very good. Just like that, we may be knowing all these things. Nakula. Anybody knows? Before starting the class, just like that, I am asking one or two questions. Sughosha. Sughosha. Good, good. Sughosha. Sahadeva also, you know, Sri Vibha?
Manipushpaka.
Manipushpaka, very good. Sughosha Manipushpaka. Oh, very good. Okay. Anyway, why I am asking this question is only one thing. You can unmute. Only why I am asking this question is that in this story, we come across a great architect, Maya. Mayudu will be telling, no, Mayudu, Maya Safa will be telling, no, that Maya will be giving all these Shankas, bows, and all these things to Pandavas and also to Sri Krishna also. That is why I asked this question. Now let us start the story. Story is like this. What happens now? Dhritarashtra was the king of Hastinapuram. Everybody knows it. Dhritarashtra was the king of Hastinapuram. What he did know, he divided his country into two parts. Because there was a pressure from Bhishma, Drona and all these persons stating that you are ruling the country. Your son Duryodhana is ruling the country. But Pandavas are actually, they are the people who actually should get the throne. So you should divide the country into two pieces and one portion should be given to Dharmaraja. Dhritarashtra, he planned in such a way that all well-developed area is given to Duryodhana. That is Hastinapuram. Hastinapuram is very well-developed area at that time. Not developed place, that is called Indraprastha. There is full of forests were there in and around. People were also very less, very small area. That Indraprastham he has given to Dharmaraja. He has given to Dharmaraja and asked all Pandavas, you go there and be there in Indraprastha. You will be there only. Duryodhana will be in Hastinapura and you will be from Indraprastha. Where is Indraprastha? Anybody knows where is Indraprastha and where is Hastinapura?
Same city.
Anybody knows?
In the same city?
Same city only. Same city in different places, of course. Now that Purana Kila area, Delhi Purana Kila area is another. That Purana Kila area is little bit Indraprastha area. The old Delhi, New Delhi, old city, new city will be calling that. Old city is Hastinapuram. Hastinapuram at the time it was well developed. And one more thing is that from the beginning, Hastinapur is the seat of center. It is a seat of attraction for all the people to come there. That was a good place. That good place was given to, because that was ruled by Bhishma, that was ruled by Shantana, that was ruled by Yadu dynasty people. All these persons from the beginning, Puru dynasty people. From the beginning, Hastinapura was being ruled by all these people. But now suddenly Dharmaraja was given Indraprastha. So Dharmaraja, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula, Sahadeva along with Panchali, Draupadi, they went to Indraprastha. When they went to Indraprastha, Indraprastha is not at all developed. They have to develop. They ruled the country for first 4 years. They were ruling like that only. After that, one day, Krishna and Arjuna, they were going near Yamuna river. They were just like that. They went to Yamuna river just for a shikar. Shikar we call no shikar. Shikar we are going no. Shikar means just for some walking. They went to Yamuna river. When they went to Yamuna river, suddenly there was one Brahmin came. The Brahmin was telling, I want to eat something. I want to eat some forest. Then these people asked, who are you? Why are you coming here? What do you want from us? Then the man told, I am not a Brahmin. I am actually Agnideva. Agnideva himself has come there. I have come in the guise of Brahman. I have come. What I want is that I want to eat this entire Khandavavanam. Why should he eat Khandavavanam? Khandavavanam is a big forest. Khandavavanam is a very big forest. That big forest he wanted to devour. He wanted to consume the entire Khandava forest with flames.
Sir, it is Indraprastha, no, sir.
Indraprastha only. Indraprastha, from Indraprastha they went to Yamuna river. Yamuna river just like that for walking. You go to walking for park, no? Like that they went for park, walking for Yamuna river they went. Who went? Krishna and Arjuna went. When they went to Yamuna river, at the time they saw this Agnideva coming to that place. Agnideva was asking, I want to eat the entire Khandavavanam. Why he should eat? Then these people asked, why do you want to eat all the Khandavavanam? What do you want from it? Then he was telling, what happened is that once upon a time, there was a very big king by name Shvetaki. You have to remember all these things because I will be asking all these things in the examination also. There was a king by name Shvetaki. Do you remember Shvetaki? Shvetaki was a king. That Shvetaki was always in the habit of doing yajnas, yagas and all these things. Every day he used to do yajna. So what will happen? Ritvikas will be coming. Ritvikas means the persons who come there, do puja and all these persons. Now those persons used to come. Ritvika means the person who does the yajna on behalf of this Shvetaki. Shvetaki was the king, no? So he has to come, he has to pronounce all Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvana Veda, and they have to put a ghee into the yajnam. So that is a function of Ritviks. The Ritviks every day they were coming. What happened is that because of this smoke, their eyes also they could not able to see with their eyes. The eyes also clouded because of the smoke. To that extent he was doing years together. Years together he was doing Shvetaki. So these persons asked, we cannot able to do yajna for you. So we want to go away. You can do on your own, whatever you want to do, you can do. Then he engaged different other purohits. They also came. All persons were going away like that. Ultimately, somebody suggested, oh Maharaja, it is not like this. What you have to do is that you go and do tapas for Shiva. Shiva will come here and he will do yajna for you any number of years. So then he went there. Sincerely, he sat for a tapas and prayed for Ishvara. Ishvara appeared before him. What do you want? I want to conduct yajnas. You be my Ritvik. You be there and you perform the entire yajnas. Then Ishvara told, it is not possible. What you have to do is that my own creation is there in Bhuloka because I only have come as an avatara. That is Durvasa is Ishvara's avatara. Durvasa Maharshi, we know, no, Durvasa Maharshi. Who is Durvasa Maharshi? Anybody knows Durvasa Maharshi? Durvasa Maharshi is supposed to be the very angry person. Rishi, very angry person. That is Durvasa. My avatar is Durvasa. He will come and perform the puja, he told. Then what happened is that he invited Durvasa. Durvasa was performing the yaga. So Durvasa, what he told is that continuously you have to put ghee into the fire for 12 years, non-stop, 24/7. You have to put ghee. So he was putting ghee. Continuously they were putting ghee, continuously they were putting. What happened is that this Agni has eaten all that ajyam. Ajyam means that he has eaten the entire ghee he has eaten. Suppose if we eat ghee, what will happen to us? If we eat one spoon or 2 spoons, it is fine. If you are going to eat 1 cup of ghee, what will happen?
Will become fat.
You will become fat and you will become indigestion also will start. You cannot able to digest also because of the fats.
Yeah.
Fats will accumulate in your body and you cannot able to eat at all. So that was the situation. Then he could not eat anything at all. At the time what happened is that he went to Brahmadeva and told, "Oh Brahmadeva, indigestion is there for me. Continuously he is putting this ghee, he is putting what to do." Then he told, "Anyway, bear with it for some days. Once Yajna is over, then what you have to do is that you go there and eat the entire Khandavana. In Khandavana, all these medicinal plants are there. All medicinal plants are there. All Rakshas are staying in that place. All Sarpas, Sarpa means all Visha. That is called what? It is called venomous snakes are there. So you go there and eat the entire Khandavanam, then it will be all right. That is the medicine for you, he told. The medicine is going there and eating the entire Khandavanam. Then what will happen? All the medicinal plants he will be eating. When he eats and when he eat entire medicinal plants, the digestion system will be all right. This was the situation. So he told, "I want to do it." Then why are you not going? Krishna asked. Then he told, "This is a big problem is there for me. Problem is that Khandava Vanam is protected by Indra. Indra is protecting that Vanam. Why he is protecting again? Because there is one person by name Takshaka. Who is Takshaka, please? Mahima, you know who is Takshaka? Who is Takshaka?
ಸರ್ಪರಾಜ.
ಹಾವು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ನೇಕ್ ಅಂತ.
Snake. Snake.
Takshaka is snake.
Takshaka snake, very good. Takshaka is a snake. Takshaka, what happened? No, that Takshaka is a very good friend of Indra. He is a very good friend of Indra. So what happened is that this Indra is protecting that Khandava Vanam because his friend is residing there. Whenever this Agni Deva goes there with the fire and all these things, Indra used to put lot of rain. That is what is happening. Continuously Indra was putting rain. Because Indra is the head of all gods, he will order Varuna Deva, go there, put all types of what is called rain. The rain will be coming. When the rain comes, what will happen? Agni cannot be able to scorch the entire forest. This is what is happening. So this is the reason I could not able to do. Now I want to eat Khandavaram. If you want to protect me, you have to fight with Indra. So Indra will come anyway. Then you have to fight with Indra. Can you able to fight? Then Arjuna told, "Yes, we will fight. But I want some weapons. I don't have weapons. Right now I have come for a walking. I don't have any weapons. What to do?" Then what he did, no? Immediately Agni Deva prayed for Varuna. Varuna normally we will be keeping all our money and all these things in big chest. Now what is called iron safe. We will be keeping all our monies. We will be keeping our monies in the iron safe, or in Almara we will be keeping. In previous days, everybody was keeping all their weapons with Varuna Deva. Varuna Deva was keeping all those things in the Samudram. That was the situation. So Agni Deva prayed for Varuna. So Varuna appeared before him. Then Agni Deva asked, "Why don't you give me that Gandivam?" Then Gandivam was given to Agni Deva. Agni Deva gave the Gandivam to Arjuna. So it became the bow of Arjuna. Then he gave the Shankam also, he gave. Shankam he gave. Then what he gave? He also gave Akshaya Tuniram. What is Akshaya Tuniram? Akshaya Tuniram means, Preetham, what is Akshaya
Unlimited
Tuniram?
arrows.
Karthik, you know it? Srireka is telling us.
Shanka,
Unlimited
Akshaya
arrows.
Tuniram.
weapon.
Unlimited arrows. Unlimited arrows means arrows will be kept in a quiver. This is backside. Normally when we go to films, People will be taking out weapons like this and they will be putting arrows, they will be taking out. That is called quiver. The quiver, Arjuna's quiver will be such that if you take out one arrow, one more arrow will be there automatically. He need not put it again. One arrow he takes out, one more arrow will be there. For all others, it is not like that. For all other Bhishma, Drona and all these persons, once this is exhausted, they have to take one more quiver only. For Arjuna, it is not like that. He can take and he can shoot. He can take and he can shoot. It will be almost every time it will be there. That is Akshaya Tuniram. So Akshaya Tuniram he has given. Then he has given Gandivam, he has given. Then he gave Krishna also Sudarshana Chakram.
Sir, Krishna gave Sudarshana Chakram.
Krishna also he has given Sudarshana Chakram. Why you may ask? Krishna already is having like that. Normally, whenever we don't require it, we don't go like that with all the weapons and all these things. We have to keep it in somewhere. Suppose when you go to shop only, you need money. At the time only you open your almara and take the money. Otherwise, money is not required. You go casually, you go there. So Krishna was also going like that. So Agnideva gave this. All these days Krishna was fighting with all other weapons only. He was not using the Sudarshana Chakra. Maybe from this time onwards, he has started using Sudarshana Chakra. Krishna is a god. He can have it. Anytime if he asks, it will be coming. But even then, officially at the time it was given to Sri Krishna by Agnideva. So he got Chakram also, he got Sudarshana Chakram, he got it. Once these are there, yes, now we will fight with Indra, no problem. You go there and start scorching the entire Khandava Vanam. They told. They assured, we are there.
Sir, if Agnideva eat all the Khandava Vanam, they will only lose their plants and this one, no, sir, property.
In the forest, what property will be there? Only big trees will be there. Birds will be there.
So many medicines are there, no sir. They can make medicines and send to the where others are being. So,
Now, why I am telling is that here maybe the situation now is different and situation 5,000 years is something different. Now, if we leave our place, suppose Bangalore is there, you are there in Bangalore. Once you go out of Bangalore, one more city will be there, one more town will be there, one more village will be there. But in previous days, it was not like that. Indraprastha was surrounded by all forests only. It was an undeveloped place. Everywhere forest only. If you go out, there is a forest. The people, they want to build a capital. If they want to build a capital, they want place. Suppose now Telangana, Andhra is there, Andhra area is there. They want to develop a capital. How they can develop a capital? Some 5,000 acres of land or 10,000 acres of land they will take out. And there they start constructing the capital. Here also same thing. Pandavas, they want to construct a capital. Place is not there. Indraprastha is a small place. So everywhere surrounded by all forests only. What to do? The forest has to be destroyed only, no? Those days, destroying forest is okay because wild animals used to be there. The animals used to come inside. They used to eat all people, giving a lot of disturbance to the people. Like that. What happened is that if the Khandavana is destroyed, there is no problem. One more vanam will be there for medicinal plants and all these things. At that time, place is important for them. So what happened is that these people agreed. These people agreed and Agnideva went there and he started burning the entire Khandavanam. When he started burning the entire Khandavanam, what happened? Indra came. Indra came, he started putting rain. Then these people did not leave it. Krishna and Arjuna, these persons started putting arrows one after another, and all the arrows were coming like this. And not even a drop of water fell into the Khandavanam. Everything is surrounded by arrows only. It was so cloudy, totally dark, because entire thing is pervaded by arrows only, full of arrows, protected by arrows.
Sir, then how can they see, sir? They didn't have torch or anything, no, sir.
What they have to see? Any space is there in between, they can able to see. Small space is there, they can see Indra. Otherwise, Indra also they cannot able to see. Suppose Indra destroys all arrows, Then Indra has to fight. Then he will not be putting rain also. He will be fighting at that time. Then they can see Indra also. Indra alone is not the person. Indra came, Agnideva, Varuna Deva came, all other gods also came with him. Everybody was with him except Agnideva. Agnideva is this side. All other persons were that side because Indra is the head of all the Devatas. All the Devatas came for fighting. Here this side Krishna and Arjuna were there. So they were fighting like that. At that time what happened is that even birds they wanted to fly. But birds also cannot able to fly. They were actually caught up in the arrow shade only. Everything is under the arrows only. So all the birds, all the animals, everything was scorched. Everything was burnt. Nothing was left out. All trees, everything was left out. At the time what happened is that there Tarshaka is there. Tarshaka at that time, Tarshaka was not there luckily on that day. On that day, Tarshaka luckily he was not there. But Tarshaka's son, one person by name Ashwasena. This Ashwasena is very important. This Ashwasena was there, protected by his mother. Ashwasena wanted to escape. The mother, what he did, mother somehow already she was not there at the time. She wanted to protect this Sarpam, Ashwasena. Ashwasena, what happened is that in between a small hole, he wanted to go out like that. Then she covered his entire body and she started moving to the Akasha. In the small space, Arjuna could able to see Ashwasena's mother taking away Ashwasena. Immediately he took out an arrow and shoot at that lady. She died. But what happened at the time, Indra was saying all these things. He wanted to protect somehow Ashwasena. So immediately what happened is that he put all water, everything into the eyes of Arjuna. He could not able to see for 1 or 2 minutes. He could not able to see anything. In that span of time, he took out Ashwasena and he rushed to some other place. Ashwasena was protected. But Ashwasena's mother was killed by Arjuna. Tarshaka was not there on that day. So at that time, Arjuna started shooting arrows against Indra also. Indra came. Indra, Krishna, Arjuna, Indra, Krishna. They started fighting, but Indra could not able to defeat Arjuna. This was the situation. At the time, there was one Rakshasa Silpi, because a demon's architect. His name is Maya. Maya, not Maya. Again, Maya. That Maya was running away like that. When he was running away like that, Krishna took out his Sudarshana Chakra and wanted to kill him. Then Maya approached Arjuna immediately. He has fallen down to Arjuna's feet and told, please help me like that. Because in the olden days, if anybody asks for surrender, I am surrendering, please help, then the person is protected. Arjuna told, yes, I am protecting you. Don't worry. So then what will happen? Krishna has taken his Sudarshana Chakra to kill him. Arjuna immediately told, yes, I am protecting you. Then what will happen?
They both will fight.
Both have to fight, no. But here, Sri Krishna is a god. Krishna, he believes that even if his bhakta is great, it is great for him only. If bhakta is going to win, it is his winning only. Like that, all the time, God will be treating like that. Suppose God is there, his bhakta is there. Bhakta is telling something against God, then God normally will not fight. What he will do is that, okay, it is my bhakta only. Okay, let me take care. Like that. This type of situation we come across in one more occasion in Mahabharata. Anybody knows? Bhishma is there. Bhishma was fighting in the Kurukshetra war. 10 days war was going on. At the time, Krishna has initially told, I will not wield any weapon. You know it, no? Krishna was telling, I don't wield any weapon. I don't fight with anybody. I will be giving you advice only. Then Bhishma has taken a oath that when I am fighting, the God has to fight. That is his pratigna. So his pratigna, Bhishma's pratigna he has to keep. That is why when Bhishma was aggressively taking war at the time, Krishna told, okay, I have to protect the word of my bhakta. So he has come for fighting with Bhishma. All these things we come across in some other day, we will tell all these stories. Anyway, here, your bhakta is winning, it is the winning of God only. So what he told, okay, I don't want to kill him because Arjuna has told he is going to protect. I go by the word of Arjuna. Then he did not kill. He left Maya. So Maya was escaped. Ashwashena was escaped. And who others are escaped? There are 4 small birds. 4 small birds. Sharanga Pashi. Sharanga Pashi is one type of bird. 4 small birds. Those 4 birds, Agni Deva did not eat it. Why? Big story is there. That story I am not going to tell. They are actually 4 little birds of some Rishi's kids only. They are there in the form of Pachi, but they are called in the form of birds. So those birds were not eaten. Why those birds are not eaten? Very big story is there. The story I am not going to tell today. So here what happened is that 6 persons only escaped from the fire. So normally when I ask a question with you, I will be asking who are the 6 persons? 4 birds, Maya and Ashwashena. I was telling that Ashwashena is very important. Why Ashwashena is important? Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Because Karthik has put a message stating that disturbance is there like that.
No, it's clear.
No disturbance, sir.
Son or brother?
Why Ashwashena is important?
Sataki's son or brother, sir?
Not like that. Ashwashena will be participating in the Mahabharata war again. Anybody know?
Why, sir? He is against of Arjuna and Sri Krishna, no, sir.
Correct.
They killed their mother.
Arjuna killed that person. No, his mother Arjuna killed. So he is against Arjuna. He participated on the side of Kauravas. And who is Ashwashena again? Anybody knows? Hamsika, you know it?
Sir, is it a horse? Horse army's head?
No. You know Hamsika?
No, sir.
Vasudeva, Pujita, anybody knows? Pritam?
Sir, Takshika's son.
Who is Ashwashena and how he is important? Sridhaka tells Nema?
Sir, Takshaka, he participated in Mahabharata, sir, with Karna. But I don't know Ashwashena, why he participated, I don't know.
Ashwashena is actually, he turned himself into an arrow. He turned himself into an arrow. That arrow went into the quiver of Karna. Karna was fighting with Arjuna, no? So this Ashwashena went, he became an arrow and he was there in the bow of Karna. One day he went to Karna and he prayed to Karna stating that I am a weapon, take me like that. Ashwashena, anyway, Karna took it. Karna took it and kept it in his quiver. At the time of last day of fighting, when Karna was fighting with Arjuna in the Mahabharata war, then Karna takes out that weapon and he aims at Arjuna. When he aims at Arjuna, he was so angry. Ashwashena was so angry because he has killed his mother. No, now this is the time for him to take revenge. So he was rushing towards Arjuna like that. He wanted to cut off the head of Arjuna. At the time, Sri Krishna, what he did? He actually, with the help of his thigh, right leg, he pushed the Ratham into the earth. The Ratham, the chariot is the chariot of Arjuna went into 3-4 inches down. When it went into 3 or 4 inches down, the arrow that is coming and aiming at Arjuna's neck It went there and cut off his kiritam. Crown is there, no, Arjuna's crown will be there. No, the crown was cut off. Because Karna aimed to the neck. But when the chariot was pressed into the earth by Krishna, he could not able to cut off the head. He could able to take out the crown only. When he took out the crown, again he rushed to Arjuna, Karna. Oh Karna, Krishna has done some deceit. I could not able to cut off his head. Now is the time. Again you shoot me. This time I will go there. Whatever he does, I will be cutting off his head only. Then what Karna told is, no, you know what Karna told? I depend on my valor only. I depend on my strength only. I don't depend on some arrow. I don't want you. I don't want to use you also. Once I used, you could not kill. Then I don't want to use it because I believe in my strength. I don't want to rely on your strength. That was the greatness of Karna. He told like that. He told like
sir, Takshaka was with Karna, no sir, not Takshaka's son.
Takshaka's son only. Here Ashwashena is there. No, Ashwashena escaped from Kandava Dahanam. No, this Ashwashena, because his mother was killed. No, Ashwashena's mother was killed by Arjuna. That is why Ashwashena wanted to take revenge against Arjuna.
Okay,
He wanted to take revenge against Arjuna. When he wanted to take revenge against Arjuna, so where he has to go? He has to go to Arjuna's rival only. He went to Karna. He went to Karna and he was there in Karna's quiver for many years. He was there like that, waiting for the opportunity. But the opportunity came. At that time, Krishna did this one. When Krishna did this one, what happened? When the chariot went inside to the earth, he could not able to cut off the neck of Arjuna. So he could able to take out the crown of Arjuna only. So this was the situation.
It is Apamana, no sir, that time.
Huh?
The crown or some crown also, it's Apamana, no sir.
Avamana only, what to do? It is Avamana only. It is Avamana only. Had Krishna has not done at that time, had Krishna kept quiet, Arjuna would have died on that day. But Arjuna was protected by God. God will be protecting wherever dharma is there. God will be protecting dharma side only. God will protect the dharmic people. Pandavas are dharmic people. So he was protecting dharma. When he was protecting dharma, nobody can able to do anything to him. Nobody can do anything to them. That was the situation. So Arjuna was saved by Krishna. And Karna could not kill him. This is Ashwashena's story. Anyway, coming back to our story. Ashwashena was left out. Maya was left out. And 4 birds. 4 birds, some other story is there which I am not telling. 6 persons only escaped from Khandava Dahanam. So here, all Khandava Dahanam was over. Indra also left. Then the entire space was there for them. In this situation, Maya comes to Arjuna. Maya comes to Arjuna and he will be asking, "Oh Arjuna, you have given me life because when I was about to die, you saved me. So I want to give you something. What you can give?" He was telling, "I am the great civil engineer for nowadays terminology, civil engineer for all Rakshasas. Great architect. I am a great architect. I can build so many buildings. I have done it for all Shukracharya onwards. All the kings also I have done. So I can build you a great building." Then Arjuna told, I have protected you not to take anything from you. Arjuna is also a great person. I don't want to take anything from you. You go away. Anyway, your life is saved. I don't want to take anything. It is Kshatriya. I am a Kshatriya. My duty is to protect you only. Anybody comes for that matter. Maya, you have come, I have protected you. Anybody has asked, I would have protected. I don't want to take anything from you. You just go out. Then Maya requested, no, you have to take something. Then Arjuna told, I don't want. Then Krishna told, okay, I will tell on behalf of Pandavas, come here. Then Maya went there. Krishna, you tell me, whatever you want, I can give. Then he told, okay, all for Pandavas, you construct a beautiful building. The building should be such that no building can match that building in the entire world. Then Maya started building that Maya Sabha. Maya Sabha, you know, no? Where Duryodhana went and all this is story is there. No, Maya Sabha is a great story is there. Maya Sabha story is there. Maya Sabha story is a big story. So Maya Sabha, he constructed a great building where there are a lot of illusions. Water appears to be there, but there is no water. Glass appears to be there, but not there. Like that. So he constructed a building of illusions, lot of illusions inside. Like that, he constructed a great building and gave it to Arjuna. That is Dharmaraja he gave. Then he also gave some 400 white horses of Gandharva Desha to Arjuna. Many other things he gave to all these persons, and then he also went out. This is Maya Sabha was constructed like that. So with Maya Sabha inside, Dharmaraja popularity began influencing, because Khandavadahanam has 2 or 3 important aspects are there. Khandavadahanam signifies what we can call the expansion of Dharmaraja kingdom. Number 1, he expanded his kingdom. He has a great Sabha. All people used to look at it, the greatness, the grandeur, the richness of the building. They used to come there, see it and go back like that. Like our Taj Mahal now it is there, no, like that. People go there, see it and come back like that. Those days, it was a great.
Also, sir.
Huh?
Now also it's there.
Many are there like that. Nowadays, many are there. But Maya Sabha was constructed by Maya, gave it to Pandavas. Pandavas got it and they started expanding their empire. Then Rajasuya Yaga and all these things will be coming. This is the story of Khandavadahanam. The 4 birds are there. No, the 4 birds, father is Mandapala. Mandapala story. One story is there. Mandapala story I am not telling. So Mandapala story, you can ask your parents and you can learn from them. Mandapala story. Mandapala and 4 birds. That story, you can ask your parents and you can learn from them. That is there. Right now, Khandavadahanam is over. Anything you want to ask, you can ask me.
Sir, Maya took part in Mahabharata.
Maya has not participated. Maya, once after construction of the building, he went out.
Where he went, sir?
His place, some place will be there. No, for him, he has to be there. Some place. All these days he was this in this Khandavanam. Now he will go to some other vanam or some other place. Because if we vacate our house, we go to some other house, rented house. We are there. We are here. Once our tenant, the owner comes and asks, we vacate the house. Then we vacate the house and go to some other house. Where he went? Some place he went. Anything anybody wants to ask?
No, sir. Very clear, sir.
Very clear. Okay. In this, I will be asking some questions. Maybe some other day. Some other day. Now, 8th November, you have to give me the examination. Anybody, 2-3 persons have already sent me messages stating that all the 20 we have by hearted. We are going to give it like that. So other persons take it as a challenge.
Sir, only
And-
Bhagavad Gita, sir.
Only Bhagavad Gita on 8th November. This Bharati Vaibhavam some other day.
Sing, sir.
Huh?
With sing or without sing?
I will be asking some shlokas on that day.
Okay, sir. With sing or without sing?
Without book. Without book. You have to close your eyes and you have to tell. I will be making you a WhatsApp call. WhatsApp video call I will make. I
Okay,
will be
sir.
seeing you. Then you have to close your eyes and you have to tell. Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre, like that you have to tell.
Okay, sir.
All the 20, I may ask.
Bharatiya
2, 3.
Vaibhavam test.
Huh?
When is Bharatiya Vaibhavam test?
Bharati Vaibhavam some other day we will fix.
Okay,
Bharati
sir.
Vaibhavam some other day we will do it.
It is the 20 slokas, right, sir? The
1 to 20. 1 to 20. You may have to send me a message, separate message. My WhatsApp number you have to send. then all those persons I will be asking at 2 to 3, in between 2 and 3 on 8th November.
You teach very well.
Like our-
I have learnt like almost.
You can send me message. If you send message, then you are participating. Otherwise, you have not learnt it like that. Okay. Shall we close the class?
Yes, sir. So in Bharat Vaibhavam, we will have fill in the blanks question and answers like that, sir.
Bharati Vaibhav anyway not decided. No, some other day. On the day